Alright, what is good, YouTube? How you guys doing? It's been a minute since I've uploaded, and you guys know why. I mean, Season 2 was a disaster on release. They finally released a patch yesterday, I believe, to emergency fix the game. These are basically my thoughts on it, right? And like just what I was going through with the whole patch. I mean, everybody was going through this. For those who don't already know, I'm sure everybody does know, but basically 2.0 was Season 2. And they made every character in the game stronger than like released Leroy in T7. And usually when they give new moves, it's not something that breaks character identity, right? Brian got a full crouch mix-up to keep up with the full crouch system. He got a +7 mid in Snake Eyes and a buff to the Snake Eyes parry. And at first, if you guys saw the other video of me running down the Brian changes, I was very ecstatic and I was like, wow, Brian's still really strong. He could be like top 5 or whatever. But then I didn't realize after posting that video, after labbing every single character in the game and what they got, everybody became a casino character. And it felt like, oh, this new power crush that I got from Brian, I have to use this or I will die. Every character was mixing you with a stance, right? And the only counterplay would be to mash or to duck. And it just felt like very, very suppressing Tekken, right? I think Spag made a video about how Season 2 was, and he talked about how like it's not aggression that they released and it was suppression. And that's basically how it felt, right? As soon as you entered heat, guess, and then you win. Whoever wins is just lucky. They really, really wanted the game to be accessible to everybody in a way where you can kind of skip learning parts of the game that were like kind of earned before. Season 2 dropping, you could mix up anybody at any skill level and make them guess between 50-50s. The emergency patch changed a couple of things. The first thing that they did was increase the health. And a lot of people were like, oh, this is gonna kill poking, yada yada yada. Honestly, I don't feel the changes. I think ultimately the combo damage that you're doing feels like a lot less because of the health change, so it's really good. They made heat engages +9 instead of +17, and this is really huge. For Brian specifically, I would always do back 1. There was no reason to do anything besides back 1 or a full crouch mix-up, and the full crouch mix-up would just be Fisherman Slam and full crouch low. And the full crouch low wasn't parryable. And I was just like, this is really stupid because like if I hit it, it doesn't feel good, right? Like as a Brian player, you're not really trying to full crouch mix people. But +9 gives some counterplay. So Brian's back 1 can be sidestepped right or power crushed or rage arted now. So that's really good. The full crouch low can be mashed on. The Fisherman Slam can be sidestepped to right. There's layers to the game, right? The reason why people love Tekken is because we have multiple ways to answer things, right? If you can't step, then you can mash. If you can't mash or step, it's probably either going to end their turn or it's going to be unsafe. Like just common rules like that. Just being able to use lateral movement and things like that. So making it +9 is really cool. But overall, I think this is really, really healthy. Also wall stagger, and basically it's that thing that happens when you block Jin heat smash and you're just like -26 and you can't low parry, rage art or anything. You just gotta guess low or mid. And it was really, really toxic because a lot of people would just do those moves so that they can have that opportunity to make you guess. Right now you have a little bit more options, even though I did lab. Devil Jin's down back 1+2 charge is still +17, while running 1+2 is +11 and down back 1+2 is +10. The reason being so is because out in the open, these moves are this plus. I assume that they're going to adjust these soon and make it a lot healthier. They addressed the Jack make some noise. I know the quality is probably terrible, but yeah, so you can step that now and you can interrupt it with a 13 frame. A couple stance stuff, so like Jin's running 3 where he would just chip you over and over and then the mid would just track you. You could step the dive kicks before, but it's not going to kill you for that, right? Heat smash will still hit you, but there's counterplay now. It's not +12 anymore, it's +6. That's really good. This Miare 1+2 where she was +8, I believe, +6, sorry, +6 after this. You can now step the mix up to the right completely, both the hell sweep and the 3, which was like the heat engage. So things like that are really good for the game. I mean, just making more counterplay defensively. I mean, I fought Anakin earlier today, and this change doesn't really make him suffer at all. So like 2-1 1+2 being a 13 frame interrupt doesn't mean this move is obsolete. He can do 2-1-2 and launch you. He can do 2-1 1+2 and catch your sidestep, you know? So there's still options to be played, and we don't want moves to just be completely killed because we just want it to just not cover so many things. They made it so that chip damage on block for moves that already do chip damage won't do extra damage in heat, and it's really noticeable when you're playing with how much extra health you have that you can block more confidently. I'm a Brian player myself, so I'm used to turtling and being able to like pick an opportunity to survive and get that big hit, right? So this change is really beneficial for like old heads and strong defensive players. So I'm sure that like Ni and Lohai will have a lot of fun on this patch. So will Arslan, Ulsan. And then here come the nerfs, right? So like Anna got a bunch of nerfs to her chip damage. Brian got his full crouch load to be -13 and it uses more heat. I'm okay with that. That's I like never wanted in the first place. No more wall stun stuff on Eddie. Same with Fang. Everybody in the game basically lost their wall stun on block. There's a couple ones in the game that still apply on hit, like Jin's Zen low. Jin has been affected pretty heavily. In the last patch, right, before this one, they took away 214 and they took away a 4-2. Or like, not that they took it away, but they made a -10. And then this patch, they made Heat Smash +9 on the wall. It still does the wall splat from far, but it's not as egregious when you block it. I feel like it was blocked way more than it was hit, because I mean the hit would just wall splat you and you die. They took away spike combo for Jin. They took away the running 3, right? So that was good. Jun's Miare and 1-2-2 on block. Now you can sidestep right. That's really good. The King 3-2-2 you can hold now. King is so good right now, guys. King might be top 5, but yeah. Like overall, like I feel like they addressed the most alarming stuff for the most part, and this is in 2 weeks, so I'm pretty like happy with this. I know a lot of people aren't satisfied with the changes, but I think this is a good step in the right direction, especially as a person that's gonna compete at like Evo Japan, which is in like 2 weeks, right? I have Level Up Expo next week with like Arson, John Ding, and Rangshu, Shadow, Cuddlecore, etc. So it's just like a healthier game, and it feels like Tekken again. I was watching Ulsan stream yesterday, and he was like jumping up and down for joy. He's like, "It's a Tekken game! It's a Tekken game!" He was just having so much fun. So they reverted Lars's limited entry 1, which was +26 on hit. This was crazy. On outside of heat, it made it so that you had to just guess between running 1 and running 3 after on normal hit, and it was -12. It was crazy. It was better in outside of heat than it was in heat. He still has a lot of things. I think Lars is still really strong, but we'll see some nerfs like probably after the competitive season starts, because I mean, you know how they do Arson all the time. But yeah, like overall, I think just the wall stun thing being changed, the health increase, those are just really great. And then also heat engage, right? I feel like we've played a Tekken 8 game for so long where you get heat engaged and you can't do shit. So that alone is such a huge change, right? Where we can actually counterplay now, and I'm really happy with the direction that we're going in. Yeah, I think I can focus again, like learning this game and trying to become one of the best again. But yeah, enough yapping from me. Expect me to come back to this game, make a bunch of content for you guys. I'm probably going to do some anti-character guide stuff and instructional things. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and peace.